everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna. I'm a full-time reseller, and today I want to talk about how I deal with annoying buyers behaviors and with annoying selling behaviors. I wanted to give both sides equal attention today because I think we talk a lot about bad buyers and we don't really talk about bad sellers. So to start off, I do want to say that this is my opinion and that's all it is. It's how I deal with certain situations. It works for me, but you may deal with them in a different way that works for you. If there is a difference in what I say and what you do, let us know down below in the comments, because I actually really love differences of opinions. I think it helps us to learn and to open up our minds with maybe different ways to deal with situations or with people. Anyway, that being said, it actually leads me to my very first annoying seller behavior. We're going to say annoying. I'm going to try not to say bad, but annoying. When you watch or follow somebody on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever it is, and they say, this is the way you do it, don't do it any other way, your way is wrong, do it my way. For me, that raises red flags. That doesn't mean that what they're saying is wrong. It could be very good information. But I know that there are so many different business models that work for this business, and you need to find the one that's going to work for you. And what works for me, works for me. So if they say, do it this way, that's the only way to do it, just get that little red flag up and, get lots of information and different opinions. Okay, the first buyer annoying behavior that I want to talk about is when a buyer asks a question that the answer is in the listing. They're not reading the descriptions. And I think we've all come across this. And you know what? Sometimes the buyer's just being lazy and isn't reading, or they've missed it, or they've been looking through so many listings and they sort of just forgotten. So they ask a question that's, it's right there in the listing. Like, come on, read. And I know it's a little annoying, but it's also an opportunity to interact with the buyer. And I will answer those questions all the time. I don't answer all the questions. I will answer that question by actually answering the question. So for example, what is the waist measurement on these jeans? Well, that is in the listing because I add my measurements. But I say the waist measurement of these jeans is this, laying flat. More information is available in the description, but if you have any other questions, let me know. I think that shows the buyer that you care what they say, that you're listening to them, and it opens the opportunity for more discussion. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes more discussion, more interaction will lead to more sales. There are times when you answer many, many questions and you get no sale, but you know what, that happens. One of the things that we're going to transition probably back and forth from buyer to seller. One of the seller annoying things is when they don't answer questions. There are many people out there that say, I never answer questions. Everything's in the listing. I'm not answering the question. They ignore the buyer because they figure, you know what, I'm getting my sales anyway. Who cares about that one specific buyer? You know what? If that works for you, I'm not going to change your mind. I do think that that's bad seller behavior. I believe that listening to your buyers, making them feel heard, is going to do much better in the long run. If you are a buyer and you ask a question and you get ignored, first of all, I don't think you're going to buy from that seller. And second of all, you're not going to really like the platform if you get this behavior consistently. So for me, I answer all questions. Absolutely all questions get answered as fast as I possibly can. Now, if you've been around for a while, you know that I do turn off notifications when I go to bed because I don't want to be disturbed. I have boundaries. When I have a question overnight, because you know what, we don't all live in the same time zone. I have a question overnight. When I wake up, that's when I always answer it with a good morning, just to let them know that I wasn't ignoring them, my phone was off or whatever. Making your customers feel heard makes them feel important, and the better you make them feel, the more likely they are going to buy and stay on the platform. So Next, what did we talk about? I have to go back to my notes because I got lost. This 3 videos a week has actually thrown me a little bit for a loop because I got very used to just doing whatever every single day. And now I'm like, so anyway, let's see. We talked about reading the descriptions. We talked about answering questions. Okay. The example with the answering questions, there's another part of the buyer behavior with answering questions. If a buyer asks me a question and I answer it, it would be really nice to have some sort of thank you very much, it won't work for me, or thanks, I'll think about it, something. Just acknowledge that I spoke to you. I think it's sort of a two-way street. So some buyers just ignore you, they ghost you, and that is annoying. I had a situation this week, somebody asked for a measurement that wasn't in the listing. So it took me 30 seconds to find the item and measure what they wanted measured. I did that. I replied. She said thank you and asked if I was able to ship that day. It was later on in the day and I just replied, if it's purchased before 4 p.m., absolutely I can ship today. If it's purchased after, I will ship first thing tomorrow morning. Nothing. I got nothing. She didn't offer, she didn't say, hey, but what about a deal or anything. The conversation just stopped. Now, I know life happens, and I know people may be at work and sometimes maybe you ask a question and you forget that you've asked it. And as a buyer, perhaps you're not on the app nearly as much as sellers are. So you just forget about it. So I'm not taking it personally. However, if you are a buyer and somebody answers a question, please say thank you. Just, at least then they're not hanging, Okay. The next thing, when I list a new item and I get spam messages, what is up with that? And you know what? I'm going to be honest. Usually it happens on PM US as opposed to Posh Canada. I don't know why. It's probably because it's just a bigger market, so there's more of these bots or whoever they are. But a lot of the times when I list something brand new on Posh US, I will get that message, oh, I want to buy this for my daughter, or send me more photos at this email address. And it's like, that's annoying. Stop it. Those things get absolutely deleted and reported right away. They're spam and goodbye. And if I can think of it, I will block that spammer. Sometimes I forget, but anyway. And also, the last one that I want to talk about is, it's going to be a buyer and a seller reaction. It is lowball offers. You know what? Lowballers happen. They do. And what you think is a lowball offer is whatever you think a lowball offer is. I'm not going to tell you that, 5% off is not a lowball, even though it's really not. But whatever it is you feel is a lowball is a lowball. That being said, I listed a dress on Posh US on the weekend for $200, and that was the recommended price listing that Poshmark gave me. And not even 4 hours later, I got a $40 offer. That's a low ball. To me, that's a low ball, and I'm like, eh. Now, 95% of the time, I will counter all offers, absolutely, because you know what? Why not? And it has worked out that even if somebody starts really low, they do come up, and we reach a good sort of situation or a good conclusion, and the item gets sold. So with the $40 offer, I did counter, and crickets, nothing, and that's fine. That's fine. I know that there are sellers out there that will automatically block somebody who offers low. And again, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, but I do feel that you're missing out on an opportunity to maybe negotiate. And I know that for me, lowball offers don't happen nearly as often anymore. And that is because when I first began, I had like on the top of my banner in my closet, offers welcome, and every single listing I had, make me an offer, and I had a little listing in my closet that said, I love offers, give me offers. I was reminding people that they could offer. Once I took all that away, once I stopped reminding them that offers were good, I stopped getting as many lowball offers. To me, that really, really worked. I still get them, they happen, but not nearly to the degree that they used to. I love offers. Give me an offer. Let me know where you're standing and I can deal with that. I'm not going to block you if you give me a lowball offer because I think it's an opportunity to maybe make a sale. And it doesn't take time, to counter, not a big deal. The one time, okay, so I will usually counter. Another thing that I will do is I might just leave the offer just to sit. If the item is one that has been in my closet for a long time and has been reduced by closet clear out after closet clear out, and it's already at that lowest price I want to take, and I'm just behind on my relisting, and somebody gives me a lower offer, I will just leave it, especially if that item has other likers on it. So why do that? I will leave it alone. Maybe the other likers will buy it at the price I want, and if after the 24 hours nobody has bought it, I will relist that item because it's already at the lowest price, and it tells me that the people that have liked it don't want it. So I will relist it. It doesn't matter to me if it's before the 60 days or 61 days and it becomes a new listing. To me, it doesn't really matter. I will relist it to get fresh eyes and to get new likers on it so that I can offer to them and see if they will buy it, especially at a higher price. The last thing I do with lowball offers is I will decline. I know that a lot of people will tell you do not decline offers because it messes with your algorithm, and I agree. Like, I don't think you should be stopping things in its tracks necessarily. However, if I get a lowball offer and I counter that offer and the buyer comes up $1, I will decline that. I'm not playing that game. I think that's ridiculous. Why would I take $1 more? You're offering me $10. Why would I take 11? I like people to come up, $5 or $10, and then I know that we have a good sort of understanding that we can go back and forth. So don't be afraid to decline once in a while. It will not hurt your algorithm. It's those people that decline, and it's those people that block, like block. And I believe that blocking is a good thing. I think you should block rude and people who are harassing you, absolutely. I have blocked bad buyers who have lied about a case, things like that. I don't think lowballers deserve a block in my books. That's how I deal with it. If you are different, that is fine. I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong, because if it's working for you, then it's working for you. I just don't want to get rid of buyers. I want to encourage buyers to the platform, to my closet, and I think by blocking that type of behavior, you may be losing out on opportunity. Maybe. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. It is Friday today. Not that, I don't know. I'm a full-time reseller, and really the days of the week aren't really meaningful to me anymore. It's like, oh, it's Saturday, yay. It's like, it's just another day for me. Do you guys feel that way? Anyway. If you are liking this content, please give me a thumbs up. If you're watching this video and are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I am uploading every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the month of July. And that's it. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye, guys.